Oh, he's giving us the thumbs up sign.
Hi, viewer.
The producer of the show, Brian.
We live?
Whoop. I guess so. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Real Brave Live. We've taken a couple weeks off. This is number what?
91.
91. That's 11 years younger than my grandmother. I love her very much. But today we're going to talk about Bridge Over Troubled Water, which is a little old album from the late 1960s, early 70s.
Who's that? What is that by?
Simon and Garfunkel.
Wow.
We'll also talk about what our viewers are watching here on
Real Brave Live. Hi, Dan.
Hi, Kevin.
And I'm Kevin.
That's Kevin. That's right. And Brian.
Brian's here.
We can include you in this thing.
Hi, Brian.
Hi, everybody.
We've been traveling the past few weeks.
Sure have.
We've been through...
Hell.
Where have we been?
Florida. California.
Florida and California.
Ohio. South Carolina. Missouri.
You say Ohio?
I said Ohio.
Did you miss something?
Nope. That's it.
Oh, we're
so
going
far.
to Arizona and Texas
Next week we leave for Texas, and then a short 15-hour drive from Texas to Arizona.
We are going to drive.
Yes.
You're driving from Texas to Arizona.
All right. So here's why. Because the flight home was going to be 400. Give me that music right there. There we go. It was going to be... Got to get this right.
If we're going to do it.
We're going to do this. We got to get... Oh, please destroy it. Destroy it. Destroy it. Okay, we're back. Make sure that thing is... Anyway, so in order to save money, because we've spent a lot of money on this thing, we've got, instead of flying all the way home, which was $400 each, we're going to save that $800. We're going to rent a car.
You're gonna leave me there.
We're going to leave Kevin in Texas. I'm going to drive all the way by myself with Kevin. Just kidding. To Arizona. You figure it's 15 hours, 14 with Kevin driving. We might get a ticket on the way there. Hopefully, he doesn't have New Jersey plates, so we don't get pulled over 15 times.
Wait, no, we're gonna have Arizona plates. No?
Well, I hope so. You never know.
It's a rental car. You never know.
You never know. It could be plates from New York, and then we're really screwed.
We can use my decoy plates.
Maybe not the best thing to advertise your decoy plates on the podcast.
The rate is all the rate. The route is all the way through Texas.
I know the route.
It's like desert, isn't it?
So my brother lives in Arizona. My brother-in-law lives in Houston, and we tried to plan a road trip. So like, we should fly to one and visit the other, but we realized it was 15 hours of nothing in between them.
Oh my God.
And so we decided, let's not do that road trip, because our kids will just complain for 15 hours in the car.
Now, when you say nothing,
what was that?
when you say nothing, it's surely like, there's something though. You can see like some like mesas.
Oh, sure.
Plateaus off in the distance.
Sure, but that's probably about it.
Okay.
What about Indian reservations? What about Mexico?
We do pass right by the border of Mexico.
We're not going over. We'll never get back. You'll never get back.
I mean, just
I can get back.
People
fine.
do it all the time. Apparently, it's easier to come over here illegally than it is to come.
I guess. One highlight from this trip is whether or not I get my license in time.
Wow. Your driver's license?
Yes.
I recently had to renew mine, and I did it via the website, and it's supposed to be here in 10 days, and we are like 25 days, and I've not gotten it yet, and I'm flying in 2 weeks, so I need my license as well.
You can.
I have
to fly.
Yeah, I have the license, and I have the thing that says I have a license, but I haven't called yet to see whether or not I can fly with that thing that says.
We ought to do that.
I know.
Like
I
we
realized
should
that
cut.
after I booked all the trips yesterday.
We should
I mean, to
cut
be fair,
now.
You work like 400 yards from, not even 150 yards from the DMV, so.
Yeah.
Oh, I should just walk in there?
But they will not let you just walk in there. You say you come in there and you're like, I have questions about my license. They say, do it online, and then they turn you away.
You have to book an appointment.
Yeah.
That's the thing here in New Jersey. Anyway, so back to the music. So we'll be traveling. Some good old country boys traveling across America to bring music to our land. Thank you, Kevin. That's what we're going to be doing. But more importantly, there's an album that our viewers like.
Oh.
It's this Bridge Over Troubled Water album.
Simon and Garfunkel.
Oh, but before we get to that, we should talk about one of the other videos
Oh, okay.
that they like.
Sure, yeah.
So before we get into this, how do
Yeah.
we know what our viewers?
Yeah.
are?
What kind
Give
of
us the methodology.
what kind
So-
of shady click tracking are we doing?
So not only do I know what everyone's wearing,
Right. We're peering right through your webcam.
and all their credit card numbers,
Wow.
it also gives us a list of the most popular on our accounts. This is the most popular stuff.
This is the people who follow us.
People that follow us.
Do you think they would appreciate being called out?
No. Yes,
Okay.
but hold on.
Make sure to like and subscribe so we can roast your other views.
So, if you have a YouTube channel, you might also like is a thing,
Okay.
and this is very similar to that.
All right.
That's all it is.
Okay.
This is stuff that people are watching,
Okay.
according to YouTube,
Sure.
which is the giant man, 600 pounds, that's in California.
His name is Hugh.
YouTube.
YouTube.
Very good. That was very good. Very good. So one of the most popular videos is one of the worst grizzly bear attacks.
Oh.
We're not going to see any grizzly bears in our trip, are we, Ryan?
I don't think so.
No, right?
Maybe some
No.
coyotes.
Some coyotes, some rattlesnakes, maybe.
Yeah, I am not a fan of grizzly bears. We have a lot of bear. Is bears plural or bear?
Bears.
Bears? We have a lot of bears in Ringwood, not grizzly bears.
No.
Grizzly bears are awful.
Terrifying.
They will rip you to shreds.
So on the morning of August 20,
What are you doing?
This guy's just talking about a grizzly bear.
No,
attack.
yeah.
We're just
I wanna
talking
watch it.
about the best bear attacks.
But
Yeah.
this is it's a video of a guy that gets ripped apart by a bear. But it's not like the actual video. It's like the retelling of it, so it's not good.
You ever see Grizzly Man?
So it's not good.
Oh my God. There's some X-ray footage of what it looks like when a grizzly bear mauls your chest cavity.
Oh, okay.
You ever seen Grizzly Man?
No, I've seen Cocaine Bear.
Have you seen Grizzly Man?
Grizzly Man is an incredible documentary.
Check out Grizzly Man. It's about a guy. What's his name?
I forget his name, but he lives with grizzly bears. Like
He lives in infamy. He's dead.
he's
But-
dead now.
Did the grizzly bears kill him
Yeah,
and
he
eat him?
got, he got mauled to death by,
I would think
by
so.
grizzly bears.
Wait, you're not one of us.
Yeah.
Rawr.
Yeah, but he thought he was.
What?
Yeah, well, he was really enthusiastic about bears and grizzly
Uh-huh.
bears, and he studied them from a safe distance, and then gradually over time he mimicked their behavior to kind of fit in.
Okay.
And I guess one day
They recognized that he was a man.
they saw that he
Yeah.
was just
Who is the woman that
furless. Jane Goodall,
Jane Goodall?
the chimps.
Yes.
Did she get mauled by chimps?
No.
Oh.
She's still alive, right?
She's still
Brian?
alive, I believe. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Okay. Brian, our go-to grizzly bear / gorilla enthusiast.
Jane, fan of the show. Thanks for watching.
Anyway, I just let her bring that up. It's really pointless. Bridge over troubled water. What do you think about the old Simon and Garfunkel there, Kevin?
My parents were huge fans, so whenever we would take a family trip, this was definitely in the CD rotation. I think as far as I'm not a big lyric guy, but as far as lyrics go, they're my favorite lyricists. Poetry set to music.
Sure. Bridge over troubled water is the 5th and final studio album by the American folk rock duo Simon and Garfunkel, and that really kind of catches me by surprise because it was probably their best-selling one, right? 25 million albums they sold with this thing. It's been ranked on several lists, including you love lists.
I love lists.
It's been
Big
ranked
list
on.
guy.
He's a big list guy. He lists all the lists you like.
Best grizzly bear attacks.
Anything for Business Insider. It has been ranked on several lists, including number 172 on Rolling Stone's 500 greatest albums of all time.
But where did Forbes list it?
Forbes.
That's the real question.
They're not on here, unfortunately for me. Simon and Garfunkel initially were called Tom and Jerry.
Yeah.
Why? Anybody know that?
Because one's tall, one's small. I don't know.
One's very small. We've established that in the show.
Yes, we have a whole episode
Dude
of,
is short.
of slandering short people. Yeah.
Which one is short, Simon or Garfunkel?
Simon.
Have we talked about how the album cover makes it look like Paul Simon's hairline is Art Garfunkel's mustache on that one album cover?
On this album, yes.
It's this album?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really funny. There's a picture of it right here, and we'll show it on the recap.
You can't unsee that.
No, you can't. Once you see it, it's all over. I don't even think that Simon is that tall.
No.
He's 5'4", 3.
Well, Paul Simon is notoriously short.
Yeah, and our Garfunkel's a tall drink
Like-
of water, too.
No, he's not.
Garfunkel
He's not tall, is he?
Garfunkel's tall, yeah.
Oh, he is.
Yeah.
height.
I thought he was like regular height.
5'9". That's regular height.
That's
Paul
regular
Simon
height.
or
Art Garfunkel.
he's only 5'9"?
Yeah, so
Yeah,
Paul
he's like a
Simon's
giant.
He just
5'3".
makes Simon look tiny.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they were called Tom and Jerry. They're already really successful, but they were having tough times. Mainly because they were going in different directions. Garfunkel was going into movies, and I guess they were just having issues getting together. But this album was released, and it has a crazy amount of songs on it that are huge, like The Boxer.
Yeah.
How does that go, Kevin?
I am just a poor boy, though my story's seldom told. I have something, something, something.
The something part is my favorite part.
Something else.
Very good. Thank you. Stop. You just ruined it for everybody.
La da da.
Is it la-di-da?
I think it's la di da. La di di.
La-di-di.
It's good Irish jig music. What's that instrument that's in that tune? The Boxer. It's like not an accordion. It's like a honk. It's like a honk sound.
Is that a hurdy-gurdy?
Could be. We're gonna find it, folks.
Okay. The other songs on there were, or do you want to move on? You want to stay on this one little thing? Burrit? It's like
Oh. Keep talking. I'm gonna look this up. Keep
All
talking.
right. Cecilia was also on this.
Oh, Cecilia, you're breaking my heart.
Yep. Bridge Over Troubled Water.
Feeling small.
Except it doesn't go like that.
It's a bass harmonica.
Bass harmonica.
Bass harmonica.
Interesting.
Yes.
What a really interesting choice. I never liked it. I always thought it was like hokey.
Hokey in the background?
Yeah.
Like Hokey Pokey?
Not quite the hokey pokey.
That is what it's all about, though.
Yeah,
Let's establish that right now.
It's totally established. So the filming of Catch-22 began in January 1969, and Mr. Garfunkel was in that. You ever read that book? It's really good.
My favorite book?
Really?
Yes.
I love it.
Wow.
It's a really good book. Simon had not completing any new songs at this point, and the duo was planned to collaborate when the filming was finished. Bridge on Troubled Water was also the duo's first album to credit the backing musicians in the liner notes. The credited musicians were Simon and Fred Carter Jr. on guitars, Hal Blaine on drums, Joe Osborne on bass, and Larry Ketchnell on keyboards, of all of whom were studio sessions and later became famous as the Wrecking Crew.
Oh man, there's so many good songs in this album. So Long, Frank Lloyd Wright. So long, Frank Lloyd Wright. Homeward Bound's on this one. Oh, jeez.
So long, Frank Lloyd Wright, the
Architect.
architect. What's that about?
Homeward Bound's not on this one.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
According to Google.
It's not.
According to Google, it is. So
Baby Driver's on this, though.
get wrecked.
That's a good song.
Baby Driver.
The Only Living Boy in New York.
Oh,
It's a really good song.
These are all great songs. See, like, I love these songs. I just can't play any of them because I haven't listened to them in a long time.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought you were preparing for this. So they returned to New York to record the vocal style for Bridge Over Troubled Water, which was inspired by Phil Spector's technique. in Old Man River by the Righteous Brothers. The Righteous Brothers.
The Righteous.
Is that the Max Headroom version?
Yeah.
The righteous
Yeah.
brothers.
That one.
Do you think it sounds like the Beatles? Bridge Over Troubled Water?
No.
He wanted to go for a gospel sound.
Yeah.
So John Lennon was ripping Let It Be because it had like this gospel-y anti-Beatles sound. And it says here, and I've heard this before, that what do you think, viewer? That
I've
the song sounds-
never thought Let It Be had a gospel sound. I never thought this had a gospel sound. If
It has a
anything,
little- Let It Be has a little bit of the Billy Preston Hammond
the
organ.
Billy Preston, and that's it.
And that I guess the theme of Let It Be can be taken as like spiritual, right? This vision and a dream.
Yeah,
and
sure, Mother Mary comes to me.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of spiritual, but I wouldn't call it gospel-y besides the organ. And the
Yeah.
organ's not really sprouting from either.
That's your gospel.
like fast. What about like?
We play both kinds of music, country and western.
That's not.
That's Blues Brothers.
We're just making Blues Brothers jokes over here.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Country.
It's gonna be pretty hard to eat some of that corn with no teeth.
Bridge Over Troubled Water was covered by over 50 artists, including Elvis.
Wow.
Who else has covered the Bridge Over Troubled Water?
Well, here's the thing about gospel is that one of the hallmarks
Johnny
of the
Cash.
genre is a choir, like a choir,
Mm-hmm.
a gospel choir, if you will.
I will.
Like, unless I hear that, I'm not sold on it. I hear a nice piano ballad, you know.
I suppose you can if you squint with your ears. How do you call it squinting with your ears? But like if you try hard enough, you could hear how there could be a gospel undercurrent to that recording, but it's not really produced that way. Like if you took the strings off, made it real organy, and had a choir, I can hear it. The chord changes kind of
for sure.
suggest that, but it's not really in the recording.
Bridge Over Troubled Water was also recorded by. Guess. Who else was recorded? It was recorded over 300 times.
Frank Sinatra.
Frank Sinatra looks like it was not on here.
Celine Dion.
Celine Dion is not on here. You all lose. We've got. Well, I don't have
Ray
the whole full
Charles.
list. We've got Mary J. Blige, David Foster, Andrea Bocelli. Andre Bocelli.
Who?
Andrea.
Thank you. Anita
Is that
Baker,
pasta?
Clay Aiken, your favorite.
Yeah.
Johnny Cash, Josh Groban, and many more.
know
Aretha
that-
Franklin.
Kevin's rankings go Fish, and then
Clay
Clay
Aiken.
right at one A.
Radiohead.
Not even B. Not even two. It's one A.
He's always aching for Aiken.
I'm an Aiken head. What can I say?
A clay face, if you will.
Clayface. There's so many things I could say there, but we're gonna stay right there.
A great album, though. It's a
It
great
is probably one of the top albums of all time, and people are really digging our YouTube short on this. We've got about 15,000 views on our short.
Keep the Customer Satisfied is on this album. That's a great tune. I'm 2 steps away from the county line, just trying to keep my customer satisfied.
That title sounds like it should be like a Billy Joe Shaver song, like a outlaw country song.
On the surface, it sounds like he's dealing drugs.
Yeah.
Is really what it sounds like. Cecilia the Boxer, Baby Driver. The only
Baby
good
Driver is an
boy in New
up-tempo
York.
and happy rock song,
Yeah.
and it was released as a B-side of The Boxer.
Bye Bye Love.
Bye Bye Love, is that the song
It's a
about?
cover,
It's
yeah,
a cover of.
Everly Brothers.
Oh right, okay, Everly
Bye
Brothers.
bye. Say hello.
That's not a cover of
Think I'm gonna die.
Buddy Holly?
Everly
No,
Brothers.
that was Everly Brothers.
Yeah.
Song for the Asking. This is my song.
Song for the Asking?
For the Asking.
It's an album of like just Stone Cold classics. Every track is excellent.
Yeah. If I could. I'd rather be a hammer than a nail.
But here's the thing. So
Yes,
it's
I would.
ranked 172 out of 500 according to Rolling Stone.
Okay.
It's your favorite.
Yeah, sure.
So who gets to
what's
say?
171?
I don't know. Who gets to say, Mr. Rolling Stone?
What metric is it based off?
I have no idea.
Why are you bringing up the stats then?
Because it doesn't make any sense. It's a great album. Who gets to make these rules?
Well, I mean, ranking art is always kind of foolish, right? Like, 'cause it might move you in a way different than moves me. It's not like sports where you can say Barry Bonds hit this many home runs and therefore he is better than the guy who hit this many home runs. Right? It's all about how you feel.
Paul Simon did not do any performance-enhancing drugs.
Rolling Stone's list of 500 greatest albums of all time was originally published in 2003 with a slight update in 2012. Over the years, it's been most widely read and argued over. The most widely read and argued over feature in the history of the magazine. Last year, the Rolling Stone got 500 got over 63 million views on the site.
Yeah.
But no list is definitive. Tastes change, new genres emerge, the history of music keeps being rewritten. So we decided to remake our greatest albums list from scratch. To do so, we received and tabulated top 50 albums lists from more than 300 artists, producers, critics, music industry figures, from radio programmers to label heads like the Atlantic Records CEO Craig Kallman. Craig, if you're watching, hello.
A big fan of the show. What
The
do you got?
electorate includes
break went
Beyonce,
off?
Taylor Swift, Billie Eilish, rising artists like her, H.E.R., Tara Whack, Lindsay Jordan of Snail Mail, yada, yada, yada.
It sounds more inclusive.
What do we say? Is what there 172 or something?
172.
All right, so
The Times ranked the album at number 20 on the Vulture's 100 best albums of all time.
all right, so Vulture 172, Bridge Over Troubled Water. 173, Nirvana in Utero.
Oh, hey now.
171, Sonic Youth Daydream
Nation.
Nation.
Oh, wow. The album is also included in the book 1,001 Albums You Must Hear Before You Die. Which
It's a long time.
That's a long. Yeah.
You better start listening.
Well,
there is a website that will give you a random album from that list every day to listen to.
1,001 Albums You Must Hear Before You Die.
Yeah.
Is it a good list? Because I started doing the 100 best movies of all time, and now we got to go because we got a short show today. But it's the same thing. Like, it's impossible to stay on.
Well, that's
task.
exactly right.
Steely
yeah.
Dan is 168. Can't buy
Ah, that is. They should be. That's disgusting.
it. So
I hate Steely Dan.
wow.
I'm sorry, you're wrong.
Steely Dan to me is the hokiest, pokiest movie of all, musicians band.
Let's see. Revolver is number.
I just started speaking. It's the first day of my new
11.
mouth.
Bob Dylan, Blood on the Tracks. I'm looking at the 10. Rumors is number 7. Nevermind is 6. Abbey Road is 5.
Abbey Road is 5.
Songs in the Key of Life, Stevie Wonder, number 4.
It's a great album.
Joni Mitchell, Blue is 3.
Another really good album.
2 is Pet Sounds.
I don't understand.
Number 1 is Marvin Gaye's What's Going On.
Oh, I remember that when they put that out there. What's Going On is the number 1 album of all time, according to some person. I guess.
A metric of 50-something or other best album lists.
Well, there you have it. Bridge Over Troubled Water. We've got a shorter than usual show today. Trying to keep this compactful.
Impactful.
Please like and subscribe to this thing. Click below and join us next week for another exciting episode of When We Talk About Music here on
Real Brave Live.